What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. I hope you guys all had a fantastic 4th of July weekend. I know a lot of new traders love to wake up on Mondays and get back to trading. But one of the things that I've learned the past couple of years in trading is that, these long weekends or these holiday weekends, this time off period is always very, very nice. It kind of helps you recharge your mental equity. Sitting here looking at charts and numbers and price action all day, 5 days a week for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of the day can sort of get a little bit of mentally draining, especially if you're coming off of a choppy week or you had a bad week, or even if you have a really, really good week. You're kind of always anticipating that next trade. It's kind of good to get away from the markets, but I've been doing a lot of research. What I've got pulled up here is some July swing and day trade ideas for the whole month of July. Now, if you are in my private Discord, I will be putting out other watch list and daily pivots. But these are some of the plays that I have that I'm looking for realistically the whole month of July. So, and these are the levels, and I'm going to go over the charts and kind of explain why. I do have them set up in a low and a high risk area. High risk just meaning that it's super high beta. Things like Tesla, Roku, Amazon, these things can move 5, 10, 15, 20, $40 in a day. And if you are day trading these things and they do miss their mark and they start to backpedal on you, you can lose 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points very, very fast. So that's the only reason why I say that they're a little bit more high risk, but also with high risk comes a bigger reward just because of the average true daily range on these stocks. Some of the lower risk stocks that I have in play here is Apple, Twitter, Snapchat, Disney. And I'm going to go ahead and get into some of those. So the first chart that I'm going to really be breaking down here for you and giving you some levels is Disney. Okay, so Disney is a part of the Dow. The Dow did have a nice recovery after a little bit of a sell-off. What we are looking for on Disney is a continuation in the Dow to charge higher. The level that we're looking for on Disney to enter into a swing is going to be a break of 179.10. Okay, and if you're looking to day trade Disney and or scalp Disney, what we're looking for on Disney is a second candle close over the 9 EMA, confirming that 9 EMA top wick price on the hourly time frame. So if I just go here and pull up Disney, first off, I'm going to give us an overall look at the daily chart here. If I zoom in, you can see that, ever since Disney, let me zoom out one more. Ever since Disney is coming off of this high here of 203, we kind of had a little bit of a push down here where we hit a bottom of 167.12. Ever since we hit the bottom of 167.12, we kind of came up into this 170, 180 area and then have been treading sideways. Right now, Disney is looking like it wants to break out on the daily chart. If I go to the 1 hour chart, which I like to use for scalping as well as short-term swing trades, the main level that I'm looking for here and how I got 179.10 is this 179.09 high here that we put back last Friday. After we put that high of 179.09, we kind of tested the 9 EMA, finally broke through, had that second candle close to confirm, and then 3 hours later kind of confirmed and closed that price action above the 9 EMA. But you can see here we kind of flagged this way and broke down to the downside. Really wasn't until about Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is when we got above the 9 EMA and kind of struck my interest here. Right now, we are just resting right below the 9 EMA. So if you know me, you know that when I like to day trade and like to scalp, I do like for a break above the 9 EMA. I like to see that top wick close over the 9 EMA, and I like that second hour candle to confirm that top wick price, and that would be my pivot entry to go long. Obviously, my stop would be the previous hour candles low on that. So I do believe that anything over 179 can really get Disney going here. That close over 179 will take us to an initial push of 181. And then I believe here from 181, we can get back into 185 and test 190 and possibly swing it longer into 203. Obviously, that's still a little bit of ways to go. But that 179 area is an area of interest where I would like to see break and hold. Any close on a daily over 179, I think takes us to 181. And I think a close over 181 starts pushing us up here into this little gap that we had here, possibly into the 185s and then 189 and obviously 191. So those would be the areas that I'm looking for on Disney. If you are in my private Discord, I will call these signals out as they play out on the chart. But again, uh, just because I'm releasing this today doesn't mean that it's a play necessarily for tomorrow only or this week only. This play I'm watching all month. So as soon as Disney can confirm that price action of 179.10, I am looking to get long and possibly take this into 181s on a scalp and obviously hold a runner to see if we can push into that 185 area. So that's what I will be watching for on Disney this month. If I go back, the next stock that I'm watching, obviously I covered this in another video, is going to be Tesla. Tesla is that 700 break area. If I just pull up the daily chart here and kind of zoom in, ever since we closed above the 50-day moving average, we had that gap up, came up here to the 698 area, and have been consolidating very, very nicely. Obviously, if we were to lose that 667 area, there is a gap to fill down here at 658. However, I think that the next move to come on Tesla is going to be the leg up. That $700 area is an area where I'm going to close my eyes, click the mouse, and buy. That's going to start a whole new channel here into the 750s, and then from 750 to the 780s. So perfect swing opportunity. Any close above 700 on Tesla on the daily time frame is going to start that next channel into the 750 range. Tesla is a stock that can go 10, 15, 20, 30, $40 in a day. So it could close over 700, gap up to 730 and run to 750 before it starts to retrace and consolidate, or it can take a little bit of time to build up. Tesla is one of those stocks where you just never know, but you always want to be in the trade when it is confirming those macro levels. And as of right now, that 700 level on Tesla is an area where you're going to want to be long. Obviously, we're going to have to plan out a nice stop loss on that. Normally I like to go previous hour candles low on Tesla. Probably would put us somewhere in, it just depends what pre-market is. I mean, if Tesla gaps up, into the $700 range, I really don't feel confident putting a stop loss down at 677. So I'd like to see a slow build up here, give us a better entry and a better area to stop loss this out. But 700 is the break here. Also, if you are looking to scalp Tesla and not wait for that 700 area break, we are looking for a close over the 9 EMA. And then we are also looking for the next hour's candle to confirm that top price on the top wick. That would be the area of interest. So I'm just going to use a small example. Right now, the 9 EMA is currently sitting at $678. Let's say that Tesla puts in a top at 680. What we would be looking for on the following candle is a confirmation of that 680, and that would be your pivot entry point. Obviously, on a scalp, you're looking to take money on the way up. I would be taking money every $1, $2, $3 along the way. Obviously, if it could start showing some momentum and strength and the tape really starts to speed up, I would hold a runner 685, 689, so forth and so forth, possibly to retest to 700. Obviously, if you were to get in down here and it tests the $700 area, I would obviously want to sell 60, 70% of my position just to lock in those gains, and I would want to leave that runner past 700 to talk about the areas, or to see if it could go to the areas that we previously talked about. The next stock is Amazon. This stock had an insane move on Friday. So if I pull up Amazon here, Amazon for a long time, if I just go here to the daily chart, Amazon here, realistically going back almost about a year, has been in a very, very choppy range. Amazon has given 100, 200 point moves. However, it's also given them back and then chopped around. So you can see here, just going back almost about a year, this 35.26 area, 35.56 area has been a key level for Amazon. We came up here, touched it once, and when we did, we sold all the way off here in September. And then going back into October, we ramped up into the 3500s and then sold all the way back off here again. And then we've come up and down and up and down and up and down. And, Amazon is really looking, what Amazon really needs is a stock split. So just an FYI, if you hear any news that comes out this week or this month about Amazon doing a stock split, is another time and opportunity when you want to close your eyes, click the mouse, and hit buy. As we can see what Nvidia has done ever since they announced that they were splitting, that stock went from $560, $580 all the way up to 700s, 800s, and pushing beyond. So really want to be a part of that move if they announce a stock split. However, if they do not announce a stock split, right now on the daily time frame, Amazon is right here. We closed at 35.10, up $78 on the day. This 35 area is going to be very crucial. One of the pivots that I have set here for Amazon, after if we can take out this flag here that we're building here on the hourly time frame, if Amazon can take out this hourly flag here, that 35.12 area, there's an opportunity for a scalp into the 35.20s. So you're going to have anywhere from 10 to 15 points worth of room. So if you are a scalper, you're looking for that flag break on Amazon at about 35.12, and you're looking to scale out profits in the 35.20s. Okay. 35.24 is an area where if you are in this trade, you're going to want to leave a runner. Okay. If you are looking to build a position and you did not catch the break, that sneaky area from 35.12 to 35.26, or that 35.26 area, that 35.24 through 35.26 area is where you're going to want to be long in the stock. That area is going to give you a nice channel here to the 35.50s. Okay. The macro trade. So if you're an options player and you don't trade any equities, the main level that you're looking for on Amazon is that close over 35.54, 35.56. I think any close on a daily time frame over that 35.55, 35.56 area is going to start the next leg up into all-time highs, possibly 3,600, 3,700. The way that Amazon works, it can put up a $50, $60, $75 candle in a matter of a few hours, in a matter of a few days. So definitely that 35.56 area on a macro picture is an area that you're looking for. Obviously, if you're looking for a lot shorter time frame and you would like to do a little bit of scalping, 35.12 into the 35.20s and 35.26 into the 35.50s. Those are areas of opportunity. Next stock that we're going to want to cover is Apple. Apple has been doing a fantastic job as well ever since it cleared out that 50-day moving average. I do have my 1 hour time frame chart pulled out here. A little bit shorter time frame I'm looking for here on Apple. Apple is consolidating nicely here, has this little bit of a flag pattern. That 140 area that we tested on Friday is a big psychological level at that round number. What we are looking for here on Apple is two things. We're looking for a break of 140, and there's really not any sort of resistance or ceiling into the 145 area. So if you're looking to swing Apple, I think any break above 140, you're going to want to let it break through, let it retrace a little bit within that hour, and then you're going to want to get long on the second pass through of 140. Okay. On a swing level perspective, I would use about 138, 137 as your stop, and your target would be 145. If the market opens a little bit soft and we have a dip here, obviously, you know, I like to play the dips off the 9 EMA. So I would like to see it come down here to the 139.50s area. I would like to see it break the 9 EMA and then reconfirm and close above the 9 EMA. And that second hour's candle through the top wick on the 9 EMA would be my entry. So somewhere in between the 139.50s and 139.70s is going to be an area where I would like to catch Apple on a bounce. Apple is going to have a little bit of support here down at the 138 area. So if Apple does retrace into the 138s, you are going to have some support there. And then you're going to have a lot of support down here at the 137s. But more for a continuation and a bounce on Apple, excuse me. A good healthy bounce on Apple is going to be 139.50s or this 130 right in here, about this 138 and a quarter area on Apple. So definitely Apple also a lot lower risk of a trade just because the average true range is only anywhere from $1 to $2 on this stock. So even if you miss your entry or you miss your stop loss, you know, it's not going to crush you like a stock like Amazon or Tesla or Roku will. So definitely we're looking for the 140 flag break on Apple to get long. Price target for this month, 145 and beyond. Uh, Next stock that we have here is Roku, 163 pivot break, target 385 area, higher risk, obviously, because this stock has a very, very wide spread and it tends to jump around a lot, especially off of the open. Uh, Recommendation for trading Roku, I would wait the first 30 minutes of the market open. I've gotten into Roku before off the bell and it's had explosive moves, did not take profits, and it's immediately back traced going into that first 30 minutes. Just vice versa too as well. I've also got into Roku and it's exploded and then continue to explode all day. But generally speaking, you want to wait, let the first 30 minutes of the day develop before you enter into that trade on Roku. That pivot is going to be 463. So if I just pull that up very, very quickly here, Roku, and I go to the daily time frame, you can see why I have this pivot. This 462.99 area we touched here on 630. Obviously, we had 2 days of selling pressure. However, we are back down here getting ready to test the 9 EMA. If you are looking for a dip buy on Roku, that's going to be coming up here at the 9 EMA between 425. We're going to want to see where it puts in a close below 425. And obviously, once it reclaims that 9 EMA, we're looking for that hours candle after that price to go long. And obviously, if you can catch that anywhere in the area of 420 to 430, you're looking to ride that obviously up into 445 and 462. But my price target for Roku is going to be testing these highs here for the month of July, and that's around 486.72. So if we don't come all the way down and test the 9 EMA, break the 9 EMA, and reclaim the 9 EMA, the level that I'm looking at is 463. So 463 with a price target of the 480s, 485, 486, 487. Somewhere in that vicinity is where I'm going to be looking to scale out and take some profits on a swing. Roku is looking exceptionally well. I know a lot of you guys who've seen the last 2 red days on Roku think that, you know, it's coming back down, but that's a healthy pullback. I mean, that move that it put in here from 350 all the way up to 461, an insane move. If you were a part of this trade, congratulations. I did get in here and out and scalp a little bit, but definitely did not get this whole move. But I would like to catch that move from 463 into the 480s. Okay, next stock that I want to cover here is Twitter. Very low risk stock here, does not have a big average true range. However, the stock looks great. Okay, so ever since we're coming off of here on the daily chart, a lows of $49 going back here to 5.7 to 5.13 in that area. We've reclaimed the 9 EMA. We've kind of ridden this 9 EMA all the way up, had 3 great green bars up here, and now we're sort of consolidating sideways and then looking to break this flag pattern here. So the level that I have in mind is going back to 7.1, highs of $70.05. I am looking for a break to the top side on $70.05. My price target for the month of July is $80.75 to retest those highs. Obviously, we're going to run into a little bit of resistance here in the $72, $73 area. Expect it to bounce around there, but as soon as it can get through that, I don't see why it would not retest 80s. Obviously, if we are looking on a dip buy on the daily aspect of this swing trade, we're looking to scoop this up at around the $67 area. If I just go to the hourly time frame here, I do like to play the hourly time frame on short-term swings as well as intraday scalping. Here is a 70 break, this top wick here. A lot of people stuck in this trade up here in the $70 range. I would like to clear out $70 here and then ride that higher. Obviously here, any loss of the 9 EMA and then reclaim, we're going to be looking for that second hourly candle to confirm that price action above the 9 EMA. And that would be our entry, riding this into the $70 area. And then obviously so forth and beyond. The next stock that we have here is Snapchat. So Snapchat, another stock that's going to look very, very similar to Twitter. Also doesn't have a true average daily range. On Friday, it was up 83 cents, only 1.23%. So again, if you're looking to take on a swing trade that has a lot of upside and not that much risk, stock like Twitter, stock like Snapchat would be a stock that you would want to get involved in. If I just pull up the daily chart frame here, ever since we had this double triple bottom here at 49.84, this $50 area, we've crossed above the 9 EMA. We have held the 9 EMA, broke down a couple of times, but immediately reclaimed this the next following day. We're sort of setting up this nice sideways consolidation action here where we've tested the 69.30s area 1 time, 2 times, and almost 3 times on Friday. I think this third push through the $69 area, anything over $70 is going to start revisiting 73.59, and obviously any close above 73.59 could start another leg higher on Snapchat. If we are looking for a dip buy and a scalping opportunity on Snapchat, okay, we are looking for a break below 68.45. As soon as we break below 68.45, we are looking for the next hour's candle to close above the 9 EMA, and then the following hour's candle to confirm that price action. If I could just go back here and give you an example of that, because I know I keep speaking about that. So if I go back here to last Wednesday, this candle here on Wednesday at 5 pre-market closed below the 9 EMA. Okay, market open, and we put in a candle of 64.75. So if I just draw a quick trend line here at 64.75, okay, we are looking for the following hour's candle to take out 64.75. That would be our pivot entry. We would get long on this stock. Okay. Now, whether you're scalping or you're day trading this stock or you're swing trading this stock is going to determine where you would be taking profits and or cutting losses. Generally speaking, we are going to use the previous hour's low as our absolute stop. That price would be 62.90. So that's giving us about $1.70 worth of risk. If you were to enter this trade off of the 64.75 area, you would have initially got the first run to 65.43, almost about a point move there, 70 cents, 60 cents, somewhere in that vicinity. We did trace back to the 9 EMA. However, we did not close below the previous hour's low. Okay, so you would still be in this trade. And then this candle proceeded to go up to 67.08, as well as 68, as well as a high of 69. So potentially on this move was a 5-point increase. So if you were a part of that trade using the 9 EMA strategy, you would have potentially made 5 points. Obviously, you would have been trying to scale out and take some profits along the way up. But overall, it was a 4.5 to 5 point move. I'm kind of looking for the same action to happen here again. If we do break below the 9 EMA, I'm going to look for that close above the 9 EMA, and then I'm going to look for a confirmation on the following hour's candle of that price action to go long. Guys, I know this was a long video, but if you liked it, please drop a like, a comment, subscribe. Also, if you would like to join my private Discord community, the link to my Patreon will be down in the description below. You can sign up there, input your Discord username, and you will be connected. Again, I will call out the stocks that I currently am trading, levels that are breaking the 9 EMA and confirming with possible entries, throw out some stop losses in there, as well as live options flow, and try to help you guys out with some of the charts that you guys are watching. But these plays that I mentioned today in this video are going to be for the month of July. Okay, so these 5-6 stocks that I just currently went over, we're going to continue to watch them day in and day out until they break these levels, and then sort of manage these trades as we proceed into the month of July. Guys, I hope you guys all had a great day. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you guys all in the next video.